Hi there, I'm Em, and this is Logan, but you will oftentimes hear me call her Log. In this video, we're going to tell you a little bit about who we are, why you should get to know us and learn from us, and why you can trust us. We hope to be your new favorite resource for all things that have to do with fearful, anxious, reactive, big feelings dogs. We want you to think of us like your fellow neurodivergent besties who are helping you learn how to gentle parent your dog while also helping to heal a little bit of your stuff along the way. So who the heck are we? Both of us are multi-certified dog trainers, which means that we've both been through certification programs to pursue dog training as a career, to develop our education, and be able to approach dog training from a modern, force-free, and positive reinforcement based methodology. This is really important because dog training is an unregulated industry, which means that literally anyone can be a dog trainer. Earlier today, we saw a small child in Panera and we were like, that child could be a dog trainer. They might not be able to get their business registered. I think you might, it might be a little illegal. And this is really problematic, especially when you have dogs who have big feelings, who are fearful or anxious or reactive, because if we are not educated and thoughtful and compassionate with how we approach dog training, we can end up accidentally worsening some of our dog's big feelings. I know this from experience because early on in my training journey with my dog JJ, we worked with someone who did not have the qualifications to be a dog trainer. Their website looked great, they had amazing reviews, they had all these before and after videos, and so everything was very flashy and shiny and it looked like they could help me. Ultimately, what ended up happening is that JJ's behavior worsened because the methods that they were using were not helpful, they were harmful. We want you to know that we have spent a lot of time and thought and effort and energy into our education and making sure that we are not only effective dog trainers, but we are ethical with how we approach dog training, that we are compassionate and kind. We are going into this with your dog's well-being in mind. When my partner and I worked with this dog trainer many years back with JJ, the training didn't feel right. I remember my partner saying that he didn't want to do some of the things that this trainer had told us to do, and I have always been like a quote-unquote good student. I want to do the thing that people tell me to do and follow instructions, and I'm kind of type A in that way, and so I was like, well, this woman is telling us that this is what we have to do to help JJ's anxiety, and so I did things that maybe didn't feel right because that's what someone told me was going to help. And so we both definitely always want to be acknowledging the human side of it, your side of it, meeting your needs through the process as well. So I adopted JJ in 2018. When we rescued her, we were not super aware of the different behavioral issues. We just didn't know. What had been communicated to us was that she was reactive with the dogs. We knew some other things, but we were first-time dog parents. My partner and I were 22. I didn't have dogs growing up. Not that having dogs growing up means that you are prepared or ready for a dog with a lot of big feelings. It really doesn't. You know, we weren't necessarily set up for success, and then we went into the situation with this trainer where things kind of worsened. My anxiety about JJ's behavior was extremely high. I was crying all the time about her behavior. And I loved her so much. Like, I knew that I wanted her in my home.
You're coming home with me.
I was like, I can't imagine you going anywhere else. But life is really freaking hard with you. I don't know what to do. It's just getting worse. That led me to, we had a meeting with a vet who had a special interest in behavior, and that really opened up my eyes to positive reinforcement-based training methods. We got her on a daily SSRI, which changed a lot for her, and I fell down this rabbit hole of clicker training, positive reinforcement. that really kicked everything off from there. As that became my hyperfixation, my special interest, I found that I wanted to find a way to make this my career so that I could help people like you, people like us, people like our friends, cope with their dog's behavior and how it impacts them, help their dog feel safer, more confident, more at ease in this world, have hopefully less of that anxiety, fear about their behavior, fear for the future with the dog in general. Really coming at it from my experience of this sucks, but I love my dog. And so I want to help people who are going through something similar. And that was many years ago. And here we are now. Do you want to tell your story, Em?
I suppose. So, unlike Log, I did grow up with dogs. Fun fact about Logan here, she did not grow up with dogs and was actually really scared of dogs.
Terrified.
Until adopting JJ.
Until late middle school, high school. If I had been afraid of dogs, JJ would not have been a dog to help me get over
Immediately,
that.
you would have been like, no thank you.
Yeah, no, I gotta get out of here.
I have always loved dogs, been very connected and attached to them my entire life. I have always known that when I grew up, I wanted to work with animals. I started volunteering at a local animal rescue near me, and I ended up getting a job at a vet. I enrolled in school to become a registered vet tech. So while I was in school, I was also working as a vet assistant at the animal hospital, and after 3 years of working as a vet assistant, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm extremely burnt out. The hours are really long. It's physically exhausting. So I left that job thinking either I'm gonna go and work as a vet assistant with a rehab vet doing physical therapy with dogs, or I'm gonna go become a dog trainer. I didn't really know at the time what steps you needed to take to become a dog trainer. So then I did some research and I was looking up how to become a dog trainer, dog training schools. I found Victoria Stoll Academy, and then I applied and I got in. Goose and Remy are the two dogs that I had at the time. They were my only two then. Remy is very dog reactive. I've always been interested in how to help her, and Goose is a very nervy, anxious, flighty boy, and I've always been curious about how to help him as well. The whole dog training thing seemed like something fun that I could do with my dogs, and it's really interesting to learn about dog behavior. When I was working as a vet tech, I always felt really connected to the dogs that came in and were really nervous and anxious. I was at a clinic where it was kind of like you just do things and you get things done, you pin the dog down, and that never felt good to me. I don't want to do this to a dog. The ones that were anxious and nervous, I would always go in there, feed them a lot of treats, go really slow, just be kind of like a calm, neutral presence in the room for them. It just feels so good to watch people go from feeling like there's nothing that you can do to help them to actually finally enjoying life with their dog.
Going from most days feel like a struggle, and that you and your dog, you love your dog, but you and your dog are like battling against each other, to you two are on this path together. Some days are still gonna be hard, but on the whole, things feel calmer, more harmonious. We have a cameo from JJ again.
You don't have to do things to your dog that make them uncomfortable. You don't have to be constantly like micromanaging every minute of your dog's life. You can give them more freedom. And seeing people actually like relax with their dog for the first time, being like, wait, we can just like cuddle on the couch together. You don't have to spend hours upon hours training with them every day, showing them how they can arrange their home setup and their home life to make training fit seamlessly into it.
Hi, is it kind of a struggle to actually do training with your dog? Let me help you make it easier by showing you how I set up the environment for me to make things successful. I keep all of my stuff that I might need to train my dogs with in this one spot. All of our mats, our treats, our clickers, our cooperative care stuff, our muzzles, our scratch boards, and any other fun props I might need to use for training sessions are right next to the spot where I like to train my dogs the most. This makes things a lot easier for me.
And that's what also led us to here. We both were undiagnosed ADHD. Dogs with very similar triggers, reactivities, anxieties. If we're feeling it, there's got to be other people out there as well, balancing their neurodivergence, dealing with chronic illnesses, just trying to navigate all of those things while also enjoying life with their big feelings dogs like JJ. There are so many ways that you can make a combination so that you can live a happy and fulfilled life with your dog. And remember, it's not about perfection.
It's about the journey you're on.
And we'll see you and your big feelings dog in the next video.
Like and subscribe for more.
Bye!